The Game of the Week is brought to you by H.R. Clough and Kearsarge Heating, the home energy specialists. La Valley Building Supplies for home improvement and construction from concept to completion. Echo Communications, a digitally integrated commercial printer and mailer located in New London, New Hampshire. Ramonto's Brick Oven Pizza in Claremont, always fresh. Additional support for today's coverage is provided by the Lebanon Chamber of Commerce, Barton Insurance Agency, Coldwell Banker, Lifestyles Real Estate, and Top Stitch Embroidery.
Welcome back. Second half action from Lundholm Gymnasium on the campus of the University of New Hampshire. They're the Lebanon Raiders. Start the second half with possession of the basketball. They lead 29-17 as they look to advance to their second consecutive final matchup. We'll see if the Cavaliers have figured out an answer for this Lebanon team. They continue to shoot the ball well, as we see A.J. Maddie no good on his first attempt, but the rebound to Nolte, and they'll set it back up.
Stay tuned at the end of today's Hoops matchup for the Salt Hill Pub Defensive Play of the Game. Salt Hill Pub, honest food, perfect pints, and living music.
So far in this half, looks like Lebanon is just trying to slow the pace down, control the ball. They get it to Maddie on the wing, and he fires no good. Rebound goes to Scott Van Conant. And the Cavaliers looking to get out the basket, but the steal by Chickering, and then he steps out of bounds. And Andrew, you had mentioned that in the halftime, just before we went back on the air, very cold this Hollis-Brookline team has been.
Yeah, before the break, they were 1 for 7 in their last 7 attempts from the field. I think 0 for 3 as well. So the Cavaliers need to start knocking down some shots, get some high-quality scoring opportunities.
Three-point attempt, nice roll there. Gianconi, he gets the roll. And he's 1 for 1 on three-point attempts, and that's now a 9-point deficit. So that's exactly what the Cavaliers needed out of the break. Cut into that Lebanon lead after a nice defensive effort. Really swarming the ball handler. And a foul. It looks like it'll go against the Cavaliers. A.J. Maddie driving baseline. Couldn't sneak by, but the path was impeded, the ref said, so that'll be a quick first foul for the Cavaliers.
We have a series of Sports Wrap specials premiering every Friday at 7:30 p.m. highlighting the teams that have made it to the championships. Friday the 17th will feature the Lady Raiders from Lebanon.
Maddie firing from distance. He doesn't get it to go. Chickering with the rebound, and then he is, looks like he was maybe bumped out of bounds. I don't know if they're going to call the foul because not sure what the call was, because it didn't look like the ball, if the ball went out of bounds, it would have been on Lebanon.
Yep.
But I thought there was a foul as we see Maddie firing. He's come up cold so far in this second half, and the rebound is tipped and goes out of bounds. It'll go back to the Raiders. So we played 2 minutes and 3 seconds, and the Raiders have controlled it for about 1 minute and 40 seconds of that 2 minutes. And the one possession that the Cavaliers had, they hit a three. Nolte for 3, no good. Rebound goes to the Cavaliers, and finally they'll get an offensive possession and try and cut into this 9-point deficit.
Tune in every week for the River Valley and Kearsarge Chronicles, the who, what, where, and when shows of our region. They premiere every Tuesday and Thursday right here on YCN.
Fothergill drives hard to the hoop, and he is fouled by Maddie, so he'll go to the line with 5:32 to play. We'll take a break. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. 5:32 to play here in the third quarter. Nick Fothergill, the senior guard, at the line, shooting 2, missing a front end. He really needs to get this one cut into the Lebanon lead, as it was a 12-point lead at the half. A three-pointer out of the gate, cut it to 9, and then the one free throw there cuts it to 8 points. So if you're the Cavaliers, you've started this quarter off on the right foot, stopping Lebanon a couple times and scoring on both your possessions. But Lebanon all too happy to swing the ball around and wait till they get an open three. They've come up empty multiple times, as we see Milliken missing that one. Rebound goes to the Cavaliers, and they have a chance now with a three. Could cut this to a 5-point game. Stolen away by Maddie, and he's going to go all the way in for the left-handed layup. Asks for the foul call. He won't get it, and Maddie's going to get a foul. They're going to give a technical foul to KJ Maddie as he takes the lay-in up and easily puts it in. He wanted a foul call. He asked the referee on the baseline for the foul. That ref just played it off. Then he was yelling at the other ref across the way. Not really yelling, but looking for the call, and the technical foul.
Yeah, I mean, he must have said something. We didn't hear it, but must have said something the ref didn't like. And I mean, you see players all the time, sort of not exactly yelling, but telling the ref that I think they should have been fouled, and the ref felt there was enough for a technical, and Hollis-Brookline got a point out of it.
And Hollis-Brookline continuing their free throw shooting. Not great. Fothergill 2 for 4. He was the one who shot those 2 free throws, making 1 out of 2. Yeah, and Maddie really wasn't stopping the play. He wasn't making he wasn't showing the referee up. You hear about that in baseball or the umps or basketball, making a scene. He was just running down the court, and he looked like he was motioning, and then he kind of looked at the other ref. But they called it. Luckily for the Raiders, only 1 free throw was converted. There's Milliken, nice move.
Nice job.
With a fake, and then he scores.
Yeah, Milliken just makes it look so easy and just so effortless.
So the Raiders had a 12-point lead at the half. It was cut to 8. Now it's back up to 11. Tipped by Maddie, and then he catches up to it. Milliken. Maddie's still on the bench after that technical foul. He came out. That was Milliken. Tips it. He was off and running. Was fouled, though, so he'll go to the line and shoot a pair. 4:07 to play here in the third quarter.
That was kind of a cool sequence there. Milliken was clearly behind the ball. He looked like he wasn't going to get to it, but he turned on the Jets. Beat the Hollis-Brookline defender, got the foul.
And Milliken converts both of his free throws. So that lead back up to 13. Largest lead of the night for the Raiders. Hollis-Brookline, no field goals in the last 2:51. And counting. And the foul there. Bienvenu tried to get a piece of the block. He couldn't do it. Didn't get all ball there. So free throws for Simcoe. When we come back, you're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back. YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Van Conant will be shooting the free throws. I will say, these numbers are not the easiest to see for this Hollis-Brookline squad as you're standing here on the top of the gymnasium. Converting on both free throws, so it's an 11-point deficit now as we approach 3:30 to play in this third quarter. Lebanon staying in control, even when they had it to an 8-point game. Lebanon didn't really panic. And coach's timeout, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Andrew, we've seen about 4.5 minutes now of this third quarter. It looked like the Cavaliers were getting some momentum. They cut it to 8, we talked about. But then all of a sudden, just like that, this Lebanon team, they just do not quit. Back to an 11-point lead.
Yeah, they really don't. The Raiders, we've seen a couple of plays. They've made a number of nice steals, scoring in transition, really running the court very well. Looks like Lebanon is a faster, athletic team. They've really used their speed to their advantage. Played nice defense as well. I think the Cavaliers have kind of faltered at times, but for the most part, Lebanon's defense has been very sound. It's really made it tough for this Hollis-Brookline team to put points on the board.
They have not scored in over 3.5 minutes. No field goals, excuse me. Chickering guarded at the three-point line, and it looks like Lebanon will keep the ball outside, swing it around, take some time off the clock. Only scored 6 points this quarter in 5 minutes of action. But they've controlled possession for a lot of it. It's Chickering driving, nicely done, driving into the lane and then converting the layup. Graham Chickering, and one of the seniors on this squad, 6 seniors. Lebanon graduating 6 players, hope to play one more game on Saturday if they can hold on the last 10+ minutes of this one with a 13-point lead now. You've got to imagine this is a breaking point where if you're Hollis-Brookline, you can't let this thing slip away.
Yeah, really, 13-point game right now. Got to score here, and they got to make a couple stops. It's going to be tough for them to come back in this one. Stay tuned at the end of our telecast for the HR Clough Kearsarge Heating Turning Up the Heat Player of the Game, when we'll pick the top performer in tonight's matchup.
3-point attempt is off, but a nice offensive rebound there. And then another offensive rebound for the Cavaliers. They'll reset. Need a score here. They want to keep this game competitive. Inside 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Backing down and getting it inside is Simcoe, and he can't get it to go. So Lebanon, they'll spread 5 players out. Chickering stands in the paint. Then it's Nolte on the wing. Chickering will flash out to the corner. Didabani. He's got nowhere to go, so they'll set it back up with Chickering. Over to Maddie. So this Lebanon team clearly knows they don't need to rush the pace. Right, they have the lead, they're in control.
Exactly, they're taking their time. Nice ball movement.
Milliken kicks it out to Chickering, who gets it to Maddie, drives the lane. No good, and it will go back to... The ref didn't make a signal. No one's going to take it.
I guess...
It'll stay Lebanon. It didn't look like he really made a signal there, and all the players were just standing around. No one was going to inbound it, but it'll stay Lebanon basketball. Nice pull-up jumper there by Milliken, just off the mark, and rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Close. Patrick Close gives the Hollis-Brookline team a chance inside a minute. Possibly cut this to 10 with a 3. Into Simcoe, and he's immediately double teamed and then goes to the make a move, triple team, but he still fights through it and gets to the line with 40 seconds to go. We'll take a break here. 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week. Welcome back, YCN Game of the Week. Jeremy Stout, Andrew Zerhide. Matt Simcoe at the line, making his first of 2 free throws.
If your business is interested in advertising on YCN, or you'd like your team to be televised, give us a call or email us at info@ycnnow.com.
Second free throw up, no good, but a nice offensive rebound. Putback is no good by Dowling, and then another offensive rebound. And up and no good. Another offensive rebound. What a sequence there.
Ooh. Offensive.
And it's going to be an offensive loose ball foul.
Yeah. Wow, I mean, great defense by Lebanon. I mean, it seemed like the Crusaders had about 3 or 4 offensive rebounds, but Lebanon just sticking with it, not letting any Hollis-Brookline player gain possession for really too long.
So basically, final possession, I would imagine. Nope, traveling. Graham Chickering thought he passed the ball off, but they'll say he took a couple extra steps. And in comes Paul Slabinski for Chickering. And then Bienvenu coming in for Milliken with 15.9 seconds to play. Big possession here if you're the Cavaliers. If you can hit a 3 and cut this thing to a 9-point game versus being down 12, which is exactly what you were down at the half. Maybe it's not huge, but it's not small.
Yeah, if the Cavaliers could cut this to single digits, that would be huge for them. You know, overcoming a 9-point deficit with an entire quarter is not impossible by any means, but
although it would only be 3 points difference, it just seems so much bigger as the shot at the buzzer, and they're going to count it. So Matt Simcoe backing down his defender inside the paint. Nice little turnaround jumper as the buzzer sounds, and it will count.
Nice move by Simcoe, just a nice little turnaround. Nice floater, just nailed the shot, and it looked close, but I think the refs are right. Looked like he got it off just in time. I don't think there's any way for them to check, or really them to just talk about it, but looked good to me.
So at the end of 3, Lebanon leads Hollis-Brookline 37-27. You're watching the YCN Game of the Week.